We have once again entered new Ninjago content season, with the release of pictures of a new wave of Dragons Rising sets. These sets are based around the second part of Ninjago Dragons Rising second season, and are going to be releasing this June in most places, and August in the US. I still don't understand why the USA has a 2-month delay of the sets compared to most everywhere else. It's so stupid. Anyways, we now have images of the summer sets, and I want to talk about them and give my thoughts on them today.
How much did all this set you back, Liz?
A lot.
The first set we have here is Zans Ice Motorcycle, and honestly, I am not a fan of this one, and that especially hurts to say because I love the cheap Ninjago sets. The Ninjago sets that I can jump on without spending the next day telling myself how bad I am with money are the ones that I like the most. Just the nice little ones I can get a few minifigures with, a small build, and not break the bank. I've always liked these sets a lot. They've been my main form of Ninjago set consumption for some years now. This one's disappointing, and it's mainly because there is no villain minifigure in this set. Usually in these kinds of small sets, you get a ninja and a villain. Like, it would not have hurt LEGO to put a wolf warrior in this set. And if it was like the 2023 core line where we had a bunch of single ninja sets like this, and then we had some smaller sets with a ninja and a villain, I'd be fine with it. But this is the only set of this wave to be below $30. So as this being the only budget set in this entire tournament wave, it falls flat for me. It especially sucks for kids who don't necessarily have the copious amount of funds you need to actually enjoy this wave of Ninjago sets properly. You know, the cheap set where you have a ninja and a villain to fight them with has been a staple for basically every kind of LEGO demographic. Especially kids who want a cheap thing of their favourite show to be able to play with. This set doesn't look particularly good, it doesn't have a villain minifigure in it, so I can't imagine it's very good for play. So while it is a nice cheap way to get the Zane minifigure, I guess, you are still getting a worse version of him anyway because he doesn't have the armour. You know, they were able to put a ninja and a villain in this $5 polybag. I don't see why they couldn't have put a wolf warrior into this set. This set doesn't really do much for me, and I don't think it really does much for many people. I think this Zane set is representative of this wave's biggest problem. It is not friendly to budget Ninjago fans at all. You know, after that $10 Zane bike, the cheapest set in this wave is a $50 set. Needless to say, if you aren't absolutely loaded, you are not enjoying this wave whatsoever, man. And it sucks too, because earlier this year with the January Season 2 Dragons Rising sets, they were offering such good value for money, with a Kai set with a big old mech, a smaller mech, and 4 new minifigures coming in at £22. And they were able to offer a £9 set at the same price range as this car, with 4 minifigures and a cool build. How is it that not even a year later we're struggling to get a second minifigure into a $10 set, man? This wave's biggest issue is definitely its pricing. It is incredibly expensive, and you are not getting any value for your money unless you put a lot into it. The next set we have here is the Tournament Battle Arena, which I'm a big fan of. I think the minifigure selection on display here is absolutely incredible, with my favourites being the new smoke form of Cinder, the Evil J minifigure, and finally, a new suit for Sora. I've been complaining about Sora not having a new suit for months now, so I'm so happy my complaints have finally been listened to and we have suits for Arin and Sora. Absolutely over the moon about this, and Sora's suit in particular is great. I really like it. This set has a nice little build to it. There's plenty of stuff here and it feels very dense, but I'm not sure if it's worth $50. The Gamers Market from 2020 was cheaper than this, had about the same amount of minifigures, and the build was ever so slightly bigger. Now, mind you, the build in this set is definitely better, and I think all in all it's still worth it. Especially if you're a minifigure guy, like, oh my god, there's so much cool stuff here. But I feel like it could benefit from being just a little bit cheaper. Even despite that complaint though, this is a great set and one I will probably be picking up somewhere down the line. The next set we have here is the Ninja Team Combo Vehicle, which is an absolutely clunky as hell name. Like, look, this is a cool build. I'm going to get into what I like about this set in a minute, but LEGO really needs to start streamlining its names again. Back in 2016, the equivalent of this set was called the Ultra Stealth Raider. That's so cool. Nowadays, we're just stuck with the most uncreative set names ever though, like Ninja Team Combo Vehicle or Arin's Off-Road Ninja Buggy Car. I know we can do better than this, guys. I mean, these sets are still really cool, but the names could just use a bit more imagination. Anyways though, this set I find to be pretty cool. I don't think it's nearly as good as the Ultra Stealth Raider from 2016, but I do think this is a worthy spiritual sequel to it. I really like modular Ninjago vehicles like this, and I think the central Lloyd tank we have going here is pretty cool. It's not an exceptional set or anything, but I really like this idea from the Ultra Stealth Raider, and I'm glad to see it come back in a big way. The minifigure selection here is also spectacular with some awesome looking new Wolf Warriors and 4 of the tournament suits. This is just a pretty good set. Nothing exceptional, nothing terrible, just a pretty good Ninjago set. One I might pick up somewhere down the line if it's on sale or if I feel like it, but we'll see. The next set we have here is one that I'm just not really a fan of, and not because it's low quality. I have just never been one for Titan mechs really. I like the J Titan mech from Core 2023 a lot, but I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm a big Titan mech fan or anything. Build wise, yeah, this set is kind of amazing. The blades coming off of it is really cool. It's really intricate and detailed with a ton of articulation. If you are a mech nerd, you're going to be all over this set, but this set is only for the mech nerds. This set comes with only one minifigure, being Mech Cole, not to be confused with Mech Pilot Suit Cole. In terms of not only minifigures, but also playability, given that in the set, this mech has absolutely no enemy to stand up against, this set isn't really going to do much for you. This set serves as solely an intricate, expensive, nice-looking display piece for older Ninjago fans. So if you're that kind of fan, yeah, you're going to be all over this. But it doesn't really appeal to me, and I'm not sure how much it's going to appeal to Ninjago's target demographic of young kids. Still though, if you are a part of the group of fans this set appeals to, you are in for an absolute all-timer here. Like, oh my god, this is so cool. Next up here, we have the Source Dragon of Motion, who is another incredibly expensive set, so sorry budget fans, you're getting literally nothing this wave. But holy Source Dragon, dude, look at this thing. This is the Source Dragon of Motion, an $150 set centering around the Source Dragon. Just look at this thing, it's so cool. Raz has this giant ornate throne on top of it with the Gong of Shattering on it. There's little fire dragons surrounding it, much like what Lloyd saw in episode 3 of season 2. This thing is just a huge, intricate, beautiful dragon design with an absolutely spectacular minifigure selection. You get Tournament Kai here, who looks incredible. The new Tournament Arin minifigure, who, whilst I wish had more blue on him to match the mask, I think is still a pretty okay minifigure. Tournament Wildfire, this amazing new Raz minifigure, same for Jordana, like, dude, these minifigure designs, incredible. And another Wolf Warrior. I wish these new Wolf Warriors were more army buildable because they look really good, but I guess I'm just going to have to use Bricklink for that. This throne design, as mentioned before, looks absolutely awesome and contrasts against the Source Dragon of Motion really well. Whether Raz has the Source Dragon of Motion as a hostage and is forcing it to do his dirty work, or if the Source Dragon of Motion is actually Raz's master, the contrast between these two designs looks so cool. It's just a very striking bit of imagery. I really like it. This is an incredible set and one I would absolutely pick up if I had the space for it. Just incredible, incredible stuff here. Great value for money given the build you're getting, great minifigure selection, just an all-around amazing set. The final set here is the big one of the wave full of big ones, the Tournament Temple City. This set comes in at a whopping $250 with 3,489 pieces and a whole 13 minifigures. This set includes Tournament Lloyd, Cole, Nia, Zane, Arin, and Wildfire. So off the bat, you're getting like half of the ninja team. The new variants of Lord Raz and Jordana. Pale Man from Season 4, which is a pretty big surprise to see him here. This weird golden dude, and then some civilians. So in terms of minifigures, you are absolutely getting your value for your money here. Like, wow. I wish Arin's tournament suit had armor here, but that's basically my only complaint with this minifigure selection. This is an incredible, ambitious, massive set, which I am partially considering getting. I never usually consider getting these big ones, but I may have to make an exception for this one. It's just so intricate, dude. There is so much stuff here. Another cool thing is that this set connects to the Tournament Battle Arena set we discussed earlier. So if you get both, you get this massive tournament diorama, which looks so cool. If you have the dough to get this set, you are absolutely getting your value for your money with a great minifigure selection and an incredibly beautiful and expansive build. If I can make the space for this set, I will probably be picking it up somewhere down the line because, oh my lord, this is so good. And yeah, those are my thoughts on the Summer 2024 Dragons Rising Season 2 Part 2 Ninjago sets. It's a set wave that suffers a lot from being full of incredibly expensive sets, lacking basically anything of worth for people who want to buy LEGO sets under $50. But for those with the money to burn, this set wave has a lot to offer, with some amazing builds and great minifigures. If I can make the space for some of the bigger sets, I will probably be buying some of them, and if I can't, I'll probably just end up bricklinking the minifigures, or getting them on bricks and pieces depending on when LEGO puts them up. As always, a massive thank you to the channel members whose names are listed on screen now. Your financial support of the channel means the world to me and I could not be any more thankful for it. And a massive thank you to everyone for watching this video all the way through. If you want to watch some more Ninjago videos of mine, there'll be some end cards on screen for you to click now. And as always, thank you so much for watching and I hope to see you in a future video. Goodbye for now.